Genealogists. My name is Brendan O'Brien. I chose Legacy Tree Genealogists to help me with, very simply put, the problem of finding out who my biological father is. I was told my whole life that a certain person was my biological father, and kind of always suspected it wasn't true. And then, I submitted my DNA into 23andMe some years ago, and the ethnicity estimate alone immediately made it clear that this man was not my biological father. Further, what I was told was my full sister came up as my half sister. So it became pretty obvious that he was not my father, but it didn't provide any clarity at all as to who my biological father was. I then submitted my DNA into all of the various databases and started accumulating a lot of pointers to second, third, fourth, and eighth cousins, but nothing provided me with a lot of clarity. I had a lot of stuff pointing to my maternal side of the family, but nothing definitive on the paternal side. And that's where it kind of languished. There were a couple of people that showed up on the paternal side that I tried to reach out to, didn't get any contact back, probably because I'm frightening them as, an unwanted, unknown family member. So I was led to Legacy Tree Genealogists, and within weeks, you gave me the answer. You gave me the name and photograph of a person. I can't express to you what that moment was like when I looked at the picture of the man who absolutely, by the way, accurately, in fact, is my biological father. Not only does he look like my biological father, which, when you haven't known who that is your whole life, that's a bit of a revelation, an epiphany. But it turns out I'm just like him. So here's what you may not know after you provided me with that answer is I reached out to him. It took a little doing to find a way for us to get in touch with one another. And of course, as you can imagine, he was a little suspect at first. But I provided some key information that made it clear to him that I was, in fact, his biological son. He then submitted his DNA into one of those databases, and it, said right away, son. Surprisingly, I think, shockingly, he has been very accepting of this fact to the point of embracing it and happy to know me. In 6 weeks, I'm getting on a plane. I'm speaking to you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm getting on a plane and flying to Vancouver, Canada, where I'm going to meet him in person for the first time. I've been introduced to his other two biological sons, my half-brothers, and after some initial shock, they're all seemingly quite happy to get to know me, which is pretty amazing. So thank you very, very much for what you did. I hope you all know how important the work that you do is to your clientele. It was life-changing for me.